Welcome to The Deciding Point, our Cracked Racquets weekly roundup of the biggest storylines happening from throughout the tennis world. On this week's show, we had so much action unfold over the past 2 weeks in Paris, we decided to make a second episode this week. So on this edition, we're going to be talking about the women's singles draw at the 2021 French Open. Again, I'm going to name a combination of 5 winners and losers from the event. Of course, we're going to touch on Krejcikova, we're going to talk Pavlyuchenkova, the pathway for Serena Williams to title number 24, and so much more. With that in mind, Westoff, roll the credits. Let's start today's show. Let's talk about 2021 French Open women's singles and doubles champion Barbora Krejcikova. Now, in 2019, Krejcikova was ranked outside the top 100, and in fact, last September, lost matches at 3 consecutive ITF-level events. She now finds herself as the 18th active player with a Grand Slam women's singles title, becomes the first player since Mary Pierce to win both the singles and doubles French Open titles in the same event. And you look for Krejcikova, it has been a steady ascent for the 25-year-old. She's now 44-16 in her last 52 weeks of play. The most notable results for her, obviously, this French Open title, which now, by the way, extends her win streak to 12 consecutive matches as she won a title in the week prior to the French Open starting on clay. She also made the final earlier this season in Doha before losing to Petra Kvitova. You got to keep in mind, she was playing slam qualies last year. She now, this season, gets into the main draw, and she has made the most of those main draw appearances. I mentioned again that 44-16 title. You look for her overall. She's played 17 different events. She's made the quarterfinals or better now at 8 of those 17, semifinals or better at 4 of those 17, finals in 3 of them, titles in 2 of them. She's 3-6 versus top 20 opponents, 4-6 now versus top 20 opponents, 2-1 against top 10 opponents, 6th in hold percentage, 26th in break percentage, up to a new career high of number 15 in the live rankings. Crazy to think that a player of Barbora Krejcikova's quality, who's made so many quality finals, who's won a couple of titles, is still outside the top 10 after winning a major. But that's where the former world doubles number 1 player in the world now finds herself ranked in singles. And it's a legitimate question to ask now about Barbora Krejcikova. It's one I'm certainly going to have repeatedly on our Cracked Racquets podcast. Does she have a Hall of Fame resume? Because she's now a Grand Slam singles champion. She's won multiple doubles titles and been number 1 in the world, multiple mixed doubles titles as well. If she wins a gold medal under her belt, how is that not a Hall of Famer? Like, she accomplished everything you hope to accomplish as a professional tennis player. She won titles at the highest levels of each form of the sport. And you look for her longevity. I mean, clearly a slow surface is going to help Krejcikova, and those slow courts in the Middle East helped as well because she's got that big forehand backswing. But she's a player who can do a little bit of everything. She's comfortable moving forward. The double success is a testament to that. She's comfortable hitting the big serve to different spots, playing the first ball cross court down the line, hitting to open space because, of course, that's something you have to do so frequently in doubles. She's comfortable playing moonball tennis as well, being 6 to 12 feet behind the baseline, just scrapping her way into points. And she's got nerves of steel. There's a calmness to her, a routine to her, that a steadiness that you just think is going to be sustainable, that she's going to have success for a while. And she doesn't have the biggest weapons, but she's very good at absorbing pace, at redirecting it, at, again, incorporating variety, the backhand slice, even the forehand slice into her game. And it's not just one result. The final in Doha was the big one, and you look at her wins over the course of this event. She beats Sakkari, she beats Goff. Obviously, those are the 2 big ones, but she also beats Svitolina. She beats, I believe, Alexandrova as well, Sloane Stephens in that 4th round, and then, honestly, a 3-set win for her over Pliskova, Christina, in the 1st round. This was a well-earned title for Krejcikova. And look, Pavlyuchenkova, there's no doubt, in a 3-set victory for her, by the way, in the final, which we break down on the Mini Break podcast. There's no doubt that is the sort of opponent you hope for in your first Grand Slam final, that it's not an Osaka, a Barty, a Halep, an informed Serena. At the same time, We saw her get tested in that third set. She had match points 5-3. Pavlyuchenkova was able to hold, and once again, she bounced right back, did Krejcikova. And against Sakkari, she had the match point overruled on the baseline. She bounced right back to close out the match. Barbora Krejcikova responded in the biggest moments. She's one of 4 active players to have women's singles, women's doubles, and a mixed doubles title. Anytime you're on the list with 2 of them being the Williams sisters, you're in very good company. Barbora Krejcikova has joined the ranks of the elites in women's tennis, and it's time to start treating her as such. And I am fascinated to see how her game not only translates to these grass courts, but also how her game translates as a favorite moving forward. Confidence is half the battle in tennis. She's got it in spades now. Barbora Krejcikova, your 2021 French Open women's singles and women's doubles champion.